Now, we're talking before, Tim, about Pirate Pete and the mansion, and he's just a humble working class guy. He used to play some kind of rugby or something, I think. Have a listen to Cate Blanchett. She doesn't think she's very rich at all.
I mean, I'm white, I'm privileged, I'm middle class, and I think, one can be accused of having a bit of a white saviour complex.
Cate Blanchett is middle class, apparently, Tim.
Okay, what's her worth's up around the 200 million mark? That's now the middle. Okay, so if working class is like sub $10 million, is that how we're now breaking it down? Is that how we do? Like, Cate may have begun life as middle class. I mean, she went to Melbourne University and so on, not too far away from a certain excellent cartooning studio, but I don't think middle has been her sort of financial status for a very, very, very long time. But it is interesting. Everyone thinks they're middle class. Everyone would always put themselves somewhere in the centre, politically and financially. No one wants to admit to being too rich. No one's ever going to put their hand up and say, "God, I'm excessively upper class."
Yeah. Well, Mark, when I picture middle Australia, I'm still thinking of a quarter-acre block and a lawnmower and a couple of kids. But apparently, it's a yacht in the Riviera and strolling the red carpet at the Oscars.
Yeah, mate. She's got class dysphoria. She's not well. She's struggling. She's identifying as middle class, guys. Please.
Someone should prescribe some wealth blockers for her. Now, I can't leave our chat today without giving the latest update on President Joe Biden. And I was just taken by the way he summed up one of his speaking engagements this week, and well, it was a stunning summary, a great climax to his speech. Let's have a look at it.
After I signed the PAC Act into law, I handed the pen that I signed it with as addition to the person most responsible for the legislation.
Yeah, Mark, could you just decipher that one for us? What, he signed an alpaca into law, or what was it?
Mate. The thing is, I can actually kind of relate to that. That's what I'm like after maybe 3 or 4 beers. I'm not well. I'm thinking potatoes, but I'm spitting out mash. Poor Joe Biden.
Tim, now you might know what he was trying to speak about, being such a student of US politics. Do you really believe he's going to front up for a debate next month?
Well, as long as the debate's kept onto topics about which Joe Biden's an expert, as long as he's talking about packer-clacker-knackers, we are in for an absolute decimation of President Trump. He won't be able to keep up on these complicated packer-clacker-knacker issues. Perhaps, is he referencing some kind of Native American tribe that used to occupy, I don't know. He does get caught up in the words and... yeah, roll on. I think, aren't we scheduled for 2 debates? That might be too many for the current president.
It might be. I would give anything just for one. I don't think they'll happen, but I'll turn up and tune in, that's for sure. Thanks for joining us, guys. We'll catch you next week. Mark Nicholson and Tim Blair. Mark Nicholson from Stepmates Studios. See his stuff on those Pauline Hanson Please Explain cartoons. And Tim Blair, check out his blog via the Daily Telegraph website.